Hello everyone, it's Gail, Gail's Golden Needle. This is my floss tube about cross stitch, English paper piecing, quilting, wool applique, projects that I sew. Welcome everyone, welcome friends and family, quilty friends, stitchy friends. It's great having you here. Thank you to everyone who has been subscribing and sticking with me. I know I'm not a weekly floss tuber, so I really thank you for checking that bell and seeing when I load up. Thank you. Welcome to new subscribers and any passerbyers. I hope that if you've stopped by that you like what I have to share and you subscribe. So today here in Chicago, it's been getting fall. It's beautiful. I like this kind of weather. This is my kind of weather. It's sunny today and it's been chilly. We've gotten down to about 34, 35 in the morning. We've had some 70, 72 afternoons, but then it gets chilly again as soon as the sun goes down. Some high winds, of course, always high winds in Chicago. But the leaves are changing. It's beautiful. I really like this kind of weather. I wish it could be like this all year round. So let's get started on some of what I have to share for today. I have some fully finishes, some finishes, some works in progress, and some new starts, of course, always. So let's start with the fully finishes. I did this, I showed it before. This was a hands-on design, a free chart from Hands-On Design. So I won't show the chart, but you can go on her website, I believe, and get this one, and it's Mary. And this I did on some 18 count Aida that I dyed myself with aqua and then tea dyed it. I changed up some of the floss, they're DMCs, but I changed them up a little bit for what I had. So then I fully finished it into an ornament. I put some fabric on the back and I did sew these two pieces together, and there is batting in here. And then I glued some chenille. Now for the circles, I wanted to share this with you. I use Karen K. Buckley's Bigger Perfect Circles. So this is her Bigger Perfect Circles. I'll show that for you. She has smaller ones too, the small ones, and they get really tiny. But I use the bigger ones, so they're all kind of big, and they go down from about 2 inches to, I think this is probably either 4.5, maybe 6. I don't think it's quite 6 inches across. So that's what I use. And I did use the project board, and I really like it. It's sturdy enough. I mean, I'm not going to be putting this away that hopefully it'll get bent. It'll be put away in a nice box. So I use that. The circles for that, and I also use the circles for the next one. Now this is, you saw also I had finished it, the Prairie Schooler Santa Rides. I had finished this one. I have finished this one, but I haven't quite fully finished it yet. But I fully finished this one because I'm so excited. It's just like, oh my gosh. So this is how it turned out. I'm so excited. Look at this. I like this. It's a long one, but where I plan to hang it, on a garland over our dining room, between our dining room and living room, I'm going to be hanging all these kind of ornaments. So the bigger ones that I've handmade. So this is what I did. And I did use the circle for the top here. I did, you know, kind of move the circle on top of the board and this piece to see where I wanted it, how far up I wanted it. This is the back fabric. And again, I glued the chenille on the edge. This was 18 count tea dyed that I did. So this was just 18 count tea dyed with $37.99 as the gray instead of $8.44. I think I said that before. So then I had a finish. This was by the Primitive Hair, and this is one of her free charts she has on her website, and it's Samhain. And so let me do this. Let me put it this way. So this is what I did. I think this was such a tiny little piece, and I was trying to see what I had going on. I think this is 18 count oaken. I think this is Oaken, 18 count Oaken. So this is Samhain. He turned out really cute. I did change up the colors. On the gold, what did I use? I used a variegated whiskey. Whiskey is what I used on that one. Okay. And then, this is part of my haul, but I started it because I was so excited. I've been wanting this. So I'll take it out of the package so you can see it a little bit better. I'm not sure if there's quite the glare. So this is by Cottage Garden Samplings, and it's Trick or Treat. And oh, I wanted this so bad to do some Halloween ornaments. So I started and finished one. And I did this on, let me grab this again. This is on some new fabric I got. Cypress, 18 count, no, 16 count. I believe this was 16 count Cypress, I think. And this is what I did, the crows. Now, I did use all the called for except for the pumpkin. The pumpkin calls for Weeks Dye Works Persimmon. You can see here. It was very neon. Mine was very neon when it came. So I ended up using, where is it at? I'm so sorry. It is a variegated by DMC. And I used it on the fox. Oh, shoot. I should have gotten that prepared. It's 40 something. But it's a variegated DMC. If you really want to know what I used, just hit me up in the comments and I'll let you know. So that was Trick or Treat. And then I finished Ricky. Ricky the Raccoon by Cottage Garden Samplings with Amy from, she changed her channel name to Mimi's Stitchery. So Amy from Mimi's Stitchery and I have been doing this Sal on Sundays. Woods Sunday Sal. And I fully finished it. Now, it's in the frame that I'm going to be popping them all in and out of. He is a little bit higher because I did not give myself enough fabric room at the top. Lesson learned. But he'll be fine sitting out in my house. I like him. I'll put him up a little bit closer so you can see his cute little face. I used all the called for except on the flowers. Instead of, she called for Charlotte's, Weeks Dye Works Charlotte's Pink. I use Gentle Arts Vintage Lace. And this is, again, an 18 count that I dyed myself. I dyed it myself with some blues and greens and tans and khakis and I don't know. So that's what I got. I really like that one. Oh, I'm so glad Vicky's done. So that's number 4. Down. Yes. Now, let's go on to some works in progress. So along with the works in progress, let's start with this one because this is also a start. Let me just grab this one out again. So this was from Trick or Treat. And I started doing Trick or Treat because I have the crows done and I'm doing Trick or Treat. And this is on 16 count that I dyed and burnt. But it really works for this. And I changed up the colors. She has you using for that generally the either Weeks Dye Works Charcoal or $37.99 for the webs around there. And of course $3.10 for the letters. Well, I switched it around. So I am doing $3.10 for the letters. And for the for the cobwebs, I'm using $3.10. And for the words, I'm using, let me get this out. I'm using a Valdani numbered 0521 Pearl Cotton, size 12. So it's this variegated blues and purples. So that's what I'm using on that one. So this is what I've got done so far. And you can see I really burnt it. But I think it looks kind of neat for this one. It looks good for Halloween stuff. So I'm trying to get, that was one of my attempts at murky. So there we have that one. Next up, that a whip that I've been working on is, oh, here's one of my bags, is Quaker Turtle by RATM. And this one, oh, I left the other part over there. I believe this is Storm. Yes, this is Storm. Picture this plus 18 count Storm. And I'm using Karen Water Lily's Sable on it. And so this is where I've gotten so far. I'm almost done with this one front one here. And then I can move on to the head. So almost there. Not too much more to do. I got 3 more feet pins, a head, and then the back end tail. Almost there, almost done. This is kind of a goal. I'd like to get it done by the end of this year. It's on my list to be done by the end of this year, but we shall see. So, the next whip is Modern Folk Embroidery 4 Seasons. You've seen this one before. I'm on the last season, winter. So, this is another bag I have. So this is on a even weave, and this is on, did I write it down somewhere? 1 second. I thought I wrote it down. Oh, here it is. It is on 32 count mustard Murano, and I'm using DMC 3750, and I'm doing 2 over 2, and this is where I'm at. So I've already started this over here. And it's getting there. This one should be done. I want to try and get this done in the by the end of this month. So I think it's looking really nice. I love these colors together. Kind of striking, aren't they? I like those. That one, it takes me time because it's an even weave, and I usually stitch on Aida, so it is one of those that I have to really concentrate on, and I have to adjust my eyes, you know, so it takes me a while. So I like to work on it for at least about 2 days when I work on it to adjust my eyes. Now this one is another bag I made, so with some English paper piecing. This is a Nora Corbett, and it's Eva Nora. And this was a gift from Amy. She gifted me both Eva Nora and, oh, I don't remember what the other one's name is. Claire. Last year, and I started and finished Claire through all of my chemo treatments. So this one I started, and so now I'm bringing it back out. And this is on some Aida that I dyed myself, coffee tea dyed. So I got a lot of filling to do, and I've been filling in. So she's got a face-ish, almost finished with her chin there. So this one's turning out really well. I like this one too. I'm using, what am I using? I can't remember. I think I'm using 310 on those because I had started it with the kit with 310. So. But I have all the other threads and everything. The Karen Water Lilies for that. The beads. I have all the beads because I did finish the other one, as you can kind of see right there. So let me see if I can show it to you. There she is. There's Claire. Okay. And then I worked on, this is another even weave. Here's another bag I made. This is just out of some Alexander Henry fabric. Some people like to see my bags, so okay, show the bags. This is by Modern Folk Embroidery, his dark crosses, and I like dark crosses. I like the dark. This is La Calavera Katrina. I have a hard time with, I should ask all my patients. But I love this. So I did get some more done on her. And this one I am using it's a 25 count Ash Rose Lugana, and I'm using Belsoir Old Crow. So I'm using Belsoir Old Crow on that. One strand over one. So I will show this one. And she's getting filled in. So I worked up the rest of this and brought it down. I finished the circle. I filled in some more of this hat up here. So yeah, I think I only had to about the V. So I finished all that. Like I said, the circle and some more of her face. I was hoping to get, you know, this body part done when I came around with the circle, rather than her head just suspended in air. She needs to have a neck, you know, head bone connected to the neck bone. So she's looking really pretty. I like this one a lot. But again, that's one of those that I can't be tired. I generally work on it on a day off, that kind of thing. So, but the 1 over 1, I love how tiny the stitches are and how pretty it's coming up. But I have to be very careful with that silk over the 1 because it tends to slide under. And so I have to be very careful with my tension on that. So there we go with that one. And then now we go on to, this is a new start also. Guess what this one says? I think I showed this bag that I made. And this is a Year in the Woods Cottage Garden Samplings number 5. And we started it last Sunday on a Zoom call, Amy and I, from Mimi's Stitchery. I'm trying to remember that, Amy. Mimi's Stitchery. And it's the ferret. So, Freddy the ferret. I'm calling him Freddy. And I'm stitching this on 18 count vellum. And I did change up one color. So I changed up the yellow. I'm using all the other call fors, but on the yellow, she calls for Weeks Dye Works Saffron. And I am using 445, DMC 445. And so this is what I have so far. There's Freddy smelling the flower. So I got to fill in the rest of the flower. Finish coming down on his long and winding body. You see this? Long and winding body. And then some more flowers and some leaves. I love that leaf. I really wanted to work down to get that leaf in. So I like putting their face in because it does kind of help to see a face when you're doing it. So those are my works in progresses and my finishes and my fully finishes. I've been busy. I enjoy everything. I really do. I enjoy it all. I am a definite process stitcher, trying to get better at fully finishing. So hopefully I'll have some more fully finishes the next time I see you. Now let's go on to what I have acquired. So I showed you that I did get, let's see, where did I put that one? Where'd she go? Uh-oh, I think I put her away. The Cottage Garden Samplings Trick or Treat. And I had ordered to go with it, and I did cut out a little piece to try it. And this is 16 count Cypress by Fiber on a Whim. So it's really pretty. I really like this. I might have to get more of this. That was really nice. And then Amy, she went ahead and sent along some of the other, we're up to, so we have the bear, which I think I had that one. So I have the eagle, and then I have the owl. And for some of these, I went ahead, this is part of my haul too, I went ahead and got the fancy floss. So I went ahead and got some of the fancy floss for these. One of them I didn't do right, but anyway. I don't have carrot, so I'll have to look for that. And then the woodpecker, I do have some pelican gray, and the little brown bat. I think I was missing mocha. So I did get some more of the flosses, and then what I had, I put in there. I messed up and ordered something wrong on one of them. I think I ordered, one of them calls for pecan or something, and I ordered, I don't know, I ordered the wrong thing. But these are just some of the flosses that I got the pelican gray, pecan, that's what I did. I think I messed up. I don't know why I have pecan, but I have 2 pecans. So, maybe, I don't know. I was thinking glazed carrots, glazed pecans, I don't know. I messed up. So I have to go back and get the other. And then I was at a quilt shop, so, and I picked up some more of the velvet rickrack. So, as you can see, I got like a blue, and I got this green. That's really a cool one. And then I got some brown. So I thought those were kind of some neat colors. And then I picked up this, it's by Penny Lane Primitives. It's called Summertime, and it's a wool applique mat. I love the cone flowers. So, and so I picked up, along with it, some flannels for backing to do some of, because I will use wool for like the felted wool for the flowers and that kind of thing, but where the background and where I can, I will use flannel. It's just a little more economical. And it's actually easier to stitch through. Really it is. So that's all my haul. That's all I have for today. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that the weather where you're at is nice and pleasant. I know we've had some bad weather down in Florida, and I'm really sorry for all of you that have had so much loss. I can't even imagine. I really am thinking of you all. And I hope that you get through this. You will. You'll get through it. And I'm going to piggyback on Heather, the 20-minute stitcher, that today I saw her floss tube. And yes, it's October. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say October 9th today, 2022. And October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Last year, I went through it all. And I went through all the chemo and the radiation. She talked about ringing the bell and what that feels like. And I rang the bell for my chemo, my last chemo treatment. And I rang the bell on my last radiation treatment. I am currently still on oral chemo. And my story is that I was doing my self-exam and I felt a lump. It's important to self-exam every month. But it's also important as soon as you have a suspicion to go for your mammogram. When you get to be a certain age, you can go for your initial, I think it starts at 40, and then every 5 years, 10 years, depending on your medical history, family history. I had no history. So I am just reminding, and you're going to hear it a lot from a lot of people, I'm sure, this month. Go get your mammogram. Self-exam. Mammogram. It's the earliest that you can take care of it. Your chances are really high. for survival, for non-spreading. So I hope you all have a wonderful fall days ahead, filled with lots of stitching time. I am thankful for all of my stitching time. I am thankful for all of you sticking by me, supporting me, encouraging me, and being stitchy friends. Take care, everyone. Bye, till next time.